The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Ready. 60 or.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our fault.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Ready up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On third down, Fournette. And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and, boy, they were successful.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno. Leo. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh, boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back. Hey, wahoo! Get it.
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Set, 280. 51. Let's go. Double time.
Stafford on 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ready. Blue 60. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. I got you. 11. Under 10. 10. Watch safety 3.
On 1st down at Stafford. Finding Knox there, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense is I remember Is being able to see the play develop in front of you. When the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Set, 280.
51. I'm coming after you.
50-50.
I'm coming after you. Slam, slam, slam.
Now Stafford to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Big 20.
51 to mine. Here I come.
10.
51. Hey, I can reach.
On second and goal, Stafford. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
We got 3.
On third down, Peyton. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
3 down. He's checking. Crash.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Trey Flowers and the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand.
Break.
Mike 29. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. He's coming.
Look. Squeeze.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Fournette running out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. A shotgun give to Fournette. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Hey, box drop.
They'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Gordon, complete. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it to Gordon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Leonard Fournette. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they'll get this down to the 10. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd and 11.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Come on, fellas.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Stafford. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to let this go for the end zone. into a double team, and it centers. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They run. This is Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And another negative play there as they stop him again. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Vincent Smith, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Now back to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. On the ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, Peyton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So they will go for it. Stafford. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Got his man. It's Eifert. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Let's go, get set.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's right. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. This is the running back, Powell. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go again.
Here's Powell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Hughes make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. He'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Peyton. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll let this go end zone for Green. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got you. I got you. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st down, Stafford here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And an alley to run. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Madison, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous play went to the offense with a nice run, but that last play we just saw certainly went to the defense.
So you're keeping a little bit of a ledger there, aren't you?
Tally.
You know, somebody wins, someone loses, but you get this sense offense.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Stafford. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Get ready. Down. 18 Gator. I got you. I got you. Go. Ready?
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Dancing to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Ready.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Stafford now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Trey Flowers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. It got his man complete. It's a gain of 35. It's a great throw right there and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And able to find Green. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but you identified an open target and put it right on him.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go draw here. Powell. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick-6 for the Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Complete to right. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now it's Stafford going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Stafford going to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. But he will not make the 1st down marker. And that'll be a turnover on downs. Offense back out now for 1st and goal after the successful fake. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road.